Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I'm Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to talk about the 4K version of Wizard of Oz, which we'll talk about the movie, the 4K release, the video, show some screenshots, then we'll talk about audio, packaging, bonus. But before we get into it, please, if you like home movies, 4K, Blu-ray, DVD, home theater at all, please check out my other videos on my channel and like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. So today we have Wizard of Oz on 4K. This is the actual 80th anniversary of it. The movie starred Judy Garland, Frank Morgan, Ray Bolger, and directed by Victor Fleming. Hey, I'm a Fleming. Maybe I'm a direct descendant of the director of Wizard of Oz. No wonder I'm weird. Anyways, there's not much to talk about the movie itself, since I think by now everybody in the world has seen Wizard of Oz. If not, check it out. It's a lot of fun. This 4K release comes from Warner Brothers and came out in 2019. This was originally shot on 35mm, finished with a 4K digital intermediate on the color and sepia tones. And it also has Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus. Now, comparing with other versions, the last Blu-ray release was the 75th anniversary, and they actually did a 4K restoration there. This one got a new restoration for 80th. Now, my Blu-ray that I had was a 70th anniversary, so there was no restoration. Well, there was a restoration, but not 4K. The screenshots you're going to see are the Blu-ray from the 70th anniversary, and then a new 4K. The big difference you're going to notice is the 70th anniversary was still showing the pure black and white footage, where the new remaster, they did a sepia tone, like a filter. And I'm not sure if the 75th anniversary had that or not. Also, I don't know what the film was shown originally. Was it pure black and white? Was it shot that way originally? Or was it sepia tones? I don't know. Please, if you have any info, please comment below. The sepia tone took a little bit to get used to. It's kind of odd when it first started, but you kind of adjust to it. But either way, that had a really good depth and detail. It was definitely cleaned up from the previous versions. And then, of course, when it jumps into the color, wow. Even my Blu-ray, which is labeled as being not good, Blu-ray I have is still pretty impressive in my book, but the 4K really went back and they cleaned it up quite a bit. It still has a lot of depth and detail. The colors really pop. So here are some screenshots between the Blu-ray and the 4K, and we'll come back afterwards and talk about the audio and whatnot. Now for the audio, they gave us a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, basically the same as what was used before. And it actually sounds pretty good. Some old movies, when they put them on a 5.1 track, they're not so great. If you watch my Flash Gordon review, the 5.1 track actually sucked compared to the 2.0. But this one, the 5.1, is actually really good. Some ambience in the surrounds, not a whole lot, but good sound stage. The dialogue is nice and crisp. Hear the subtle sounds. There's no explosions or anything like that going on. But a good solid audio track. Very impressed with this. Now for the packaging, this is odd because it's actually, I got this from Zombie, so it's an overseas release. For the money wise, they're still charging $25 for a US release, and I think I got this one for like 15 bucks. So I snagged this from Zombie. Basic, nothing fancy on the disc, a blue and a red. For our bonus features, we have a commentary featuring Oz historian John Frickel with Barbara Fried Salzman and the film's cast and crew. Also, we have The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the making of a movie classic, illustrated video storybook read by Angela Lansbury, supporting cast profile gallery, a sing-along feature, and more. So to sum it up, this is a very good solid release from Warner Brothers. Very impressive. Nice upgrade over the Blu-ray. The only downside was I personally don't like the sepia tones. Again, I don't know if it was what their thinking was. I prefer the pure black and white. It just, I don't know, for me, it's a personal preference. I like the black and white more. But other than that, this is a great release. And once you get past that, luckily it's only the beginning and end is the sepia tones. Definitely a contender for some of the best 4Ks out there. But because of the lack of the true black and white, I would give It's a Wonderful Life a heads up over this. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with this. It's a matter of, it's a personal preference. This is a great release. Definitely, it's a must-have for your collection. So that does it for my thoughts on the 4K release of Wizard of Oz. And please check out my other videos on my channel and like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. Geek out!